Okay, guys, I put the drag pipes back on. I will tell you one thing about having the drag pipes on there. The exhaust gases, they leave the engine sooner than the swept down Vance and Hines pipes do. So what that does is your engine can get that torque out a lot faster. I believe that's what happens. I believe the motorcycle is a little quicker with the drag pipes than the long Vance and Hines. Now the Vance and Hines pipes are a little louder. They're a little bit more throatier. But with the drag pipes on, it's easier to shift, and it is easier to operate the motorcycle. In general, it's easier because, like I told you, the exhaust gases go out faster because the pipes are shorter, and that enables you to shift a lot easier and a lot faster. And I think the motorcycle's a lot easier to ride with the drag pipes on. Now, I'll have to show you the bracket that's exposed from where the rear of the swept down pipes were connected. I have to buy a piece of aluminum for that, and I got to make some kind of design for it, because I used to have a saddlebag there, but for some reason I can't find it. So I'm gonna buy a piece of aluminum, and I'll make some kind of fancy tribal design for it. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Also, if I keep the motorcycle, so far there hasn't been any interested parties in this. If I keep the big dog, I'm putting an open primary on it. I'm going to either buy an open primary from Kurata, the 4-inch wide one, or one from Vicious Cycles. I'm checking them both out right now. I don't know which one I want. They're both the same price. I'm going to look into, probably tonight when I lay down, I'm going to check out the one that Vicious Cycles sells. Now, the one that Kurata has, so far I can't find anyone that sells them. They have the price list on there. It's called the Intimidator series. That's what that open primary is called. So far I can't find no one that sells them. So yeah, let me show you guys the drag pipes, and then we'll start this up. We'll see what it sounds like. See, that's the area I'm talking about, where I'll make some kind of design here, guys, out of a piece of aluminum. We'll bolt it on. We've got the drag pipes back on. See, there's a little bracket I made for it. You can see where the chrome's starting to come off. Here, let me show you guys the bracket. Basically what you have to do is you have to make your own bracket. Now, these aren't bolted onto the bike. They're solid. They are solid. But I made my own bracket, and I use the dog bones. I don't know if you can see them. I use the dog bone fasteners and a little bit ingenuity. All right, let's start this up. Alrighty. She's still cool, guys. Yeah, so I figure, I read about open primaries, and what they do is they help the engine cool a lot faster, a lot better. There's less vibration, easier starts, and you have a little bit more power with the engine. It's a little quicker because you don't have that big chain weighing on the drive system. The only thing with a belt, with a primary belt, is I read there's a lot of, or not a lot, but there's a little bit of dust and crud that the belt's going to kick up. So you have to basically, it's not going to be that bad. I don't ride this much, so. But I figure, might as well go for the gusto, guys, And then I might have that socket too that takes that big socket off the fucking crank. I might have that somewhere around here. But we'll figure it out, Yeah, part of me wants to buy that, part of me doesn't, because I'm not buying that to try to make the bike sell. If I buy that, I'm going to keep the bike because I'm not very happy with people thinking that they're going to get this motorcycle for like $5,000-$6,000. Nobody's going to get over on me like that. I'm not giving this away. The problem that I'm facing right now is I don't have any time to ride. I don't have time to ride the bike anymore. Because all the shit I'm doing to this house, and it's going to only get worse for me. Where once we move, I'll have even less time. So that's the problem. Basically, I don't have time for the bike. Because when you own a motorcycle, guys, you basically have to be a fucking loner to be into motorcycling. You have to be a loner, or you have to belong to a fucking club. So you've seen how it sounds with the drag pipes on. It's a little bit more chopper sounding, What that does too is it's easier to get to the clutch cable because the clutch cable is where that one aluminum bolt is. I think I replaced the clutch about a couple years ago, or the clutch cable I replaced a couple years ago. And so if you want to fuck with your clutch, you don't have the pipes in a way. You could get to it without taking those Vance and Hines pipes off, but it's a lot easier with them off. Because when I replaced the clutch cable, I took those off, and then I knocked that hickey off with a piece of wood. But you could get to it without taking your pipes off, but it's easier to take the pipes off. So I'm going to run those drag pipes for a while until I get tired of them, I guess. And I lost my glasses case, guys. I have no idea where it is, man. My leather glasses case. Somewhere in this damn garage.